Hello from Nashville. This is a Squier Mustang. And I just thought I'd give you my first impression. I don't typically do first impressions. I don't do box openings either. I think that's kind of a bizarre thing. I think it's like a weird fetish with the opening of a box. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know who cares about opening a box. It's weird. But anyway, maybe it's not weird to other people. I'm not going to judge. But I do think a first impression video is good because I can at least tell you my first impression, and that's an honest opinion. And otherwise, if you hang on to something and then you do a video of it later on, your opinion's going to change. And I just opened this out of the box just now, so I thought I'd do a first impression, like what my thoughts are, to share that with you if you're interested in kind of like these as I was. And the only reason I'm doing this too, I know there's a lot of videos, but I just want to say some things coming with my perspective that I didn't think about, that I couldn't get really from watching another YouTube video about their opinions on it, because everybody will have their different opinions, but there's some things I'll point out that make what my perception is of this different when I first got it. So I had no intention of ever upgrading these pickups. My first thought when I pulled it out of the box, which was only about not too long ago, was, wow, cool. It feels like a Mustang to me. It's light. The neck, as you can see, is unfinished. And, of course, it's a Squire, so that's cool. It's fine. It's not like a fancy deal made in Indonesia, but, it's all right. The neck is smooth. It's very smooth in the back here. Whoa. It's very smooth, and it's not that pokey. I rubbed it along the top, and I felt fenders. I had the Duosonic, and it was a little more pokier than this. Actually, you can if you go over the reach a little more, you'll feel it a little more pokey. But honestly, not bad. The neck is nice and smooth. And it's short scale, of course. And again, you can look up the specs. So back to getting a little off track here. So quickly, my first opinion, and here's one thing that I noticed. I typically am not somebody who would change machine heads. I usually am like, that's cool. I'm pretty sparing on machine heads. But these are just complete El Craparuno. I mean, like, you turn it a few times and then it'll go in tune. And another thing that's kind of weird, I just tuned this up and it still sounds out of tune. I just tuned this up. It doesn't sound in tune to me at all. Something's not right. So, of course, that's usually the nut, the bridge, machine heads are all three. Usually it's the nut. So the nut, so again, tuners are going to be gone. I'm going to definitely change the machine heads. And that will, so right now I would say, why bother with the machine heads? I'd say change them. And again, I'm somebody who does not normally even do that. But clearly, this thing, when you're twisting, it's like, nope, still in A. Oh, there we go. I'm in A now. So there's something up with that. And the nut, I'm going to just change that because it's so easy to do anyway. It looks like a bow nut, but it's not. It's a plastic nut, you can tell. And the nut is actually important for your tunage. And the bridge is it looks fine. I typically wouldn't change that either, but I'm going to change it anyway because I've got a bunch of parts laying around. So my first impressions is I would recommend this. I'll tell you before I even start playing. Just as if you want to mod it, you can do whatever. It's fun. It's, for the money, it is amazing that this is only $150. Like, honestly, this is really pretty amazing. I mean, you can just smash it and go get another one. I wouldn't do that. Of course, that's silly. But I mean, honestly, I'd play it. Why not? So it's a good keeper. I mean, you're not going to, the resale value, will be the same thing what you paid for it, maybe less. So that's why, if you really, another reason why I'm doing this video is, make sure you want this, because it's like, you're going to have to, you can return it, I guess, but it's not really a lot of money. But is it worth it? Yeah, I've paid more for pedals than this. And it's a guitar. So let's talk about it a little real quick. I'm playing through a Fender Vibro King right now. And there's a fat switch. It's not on the fat switch, so you can kind of hear more of the true tones of these. These are fully up here, the volume and tone. And another thing I noticed, too, when I got this is the switch was kind of like, it was sideways. So you go, instead of up and down, it's left to right. I don't know if that's normal. I'm going to fix that, but I don't think it is. I think they just threw it together. Bridge, middle, top. Not a big deal. And I'm happy, all in all, fine with the pickups. For a $150 guitar, these are great pickups. The pickups, one thing that stand out for me, I like to play clean and distorted, but these things want to play distorted. These pickups, they want to be distorted. You turn up the volume, and they'll want to break up and distort. They're pretty high output. They want to play. This guitar wants to play distortion or overdrive for sure. To me, in my opinion, with the pickups. And this is a seafoam green too. I think they sell these here. I'm not sure if they sell them everywhere. So I'm just going to play through. Then I have my Tech 21 Oxford orange amp, kind of a modeling. But first, here's just some clean kind of tones for you. both pickups, and it sounds out of tune to me, and I'm not going to tune it again. I mean, I've tuned it over and over. It's the original strings to me, that's it too. See how it sounds out of tune? That's kind of, it could be the strings bad, or it could be whatever, but I'm going to change the strings, do my thing on it, change the machine heads. So you get the idea. So now let's do the bridge. So you kind of like a little bit twangy. So both pickups. Bridge, or neck, sorry. Nice warm sound. See how it sounds out of tune? I just tuned it, but it goes out right away, so. Turn it down a little bit. Let's kick on the distortion. That sounds bad to me. Bridge. Here's the bridge. Seems a little bit. So anyway. Both pickups. The bridge, neck pickup. Sounds out of tune. Anyway, I think that's it. I've pissed off the neighbors maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. Kind of quiet around here. It's a quiet town. So that's it. I don't think it sounds that great, but I think it has a lot of potential. I don't like the tuning. It just does not sound right with the tuning. It sounds out of tune as many times as I've tuned it. So I'm going to change the machine heads, change the bridge, change the nut. Would I recommend it? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. There's no reason not to. Honestly, come on. For the price of a pedal. Oh, that's Babbitt. But just I wanted to get the idea. Oh, that's sustain, but I would say that on all the guitars. See, that sounds totally out of tune. So anyway, that's kind of it. So I'd recommend it, honestly. Sounds kind of, I think, give it a shot. I mean, it sounded out of tune. It still sounds out of tune, even though I've tuned it, and still just does not, something's not right. So I'm going to do a makeover on the sucker. But I keep the bottom line is it worth it? Yeah, heck yeah. I like that. The pickups are totally, they're fine. For the money, they're fine. It's fun. It's fun to play. It really is. I've seen other people say that. It's like such a small size. So my first impression is I'd recommend it, definitely. Why not? It's good to lay around by the house, when you're on the couch, guitar or whatever, if anything. But I enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe and like or hate but leave comments, please. I love to hear from you guys, man. I love to hear from everybody, kind of like their opinions from all over the world. Like, hey, I'll always respond to the comments that you leave too. If you have any input or anything, I'd love to hear from you. I respect you a lot. So thank you. Thanks for watching.